What's up, guys? So what we're going to do now is we're going to do the random picker. So I'm going to just get off these coins for a second. All right, so here's YouTube random picker, and I already put in never quit, and I also put the video in, and I hit get YouTube comments, and right there, 3 of them. And the reason for that was there's like 300 views on this video. The first 200, the sign that I put comment never quit for a chance to win, it was blocked by an upcoming video, so I couldn't, so it was no good, but that's okay. We're gonna have plenty more. So with that being said, let's just see what happens here. There's only 3 people. Let the cause win again. Luke Rosen, my man. All right, good job, man. Never quit. Thanks for your story, Anthony. Keep them coming. I'm gonna keep them coming. Reach out to me. Send me your PO box or your address, and I'm gonna. I got you, man. So congratulations to the winner. That was 1 out of 3 chance, so congrats, buddy. Just to quickly show you, comment never quit. So this was over this. You couldn't see it, so I had to go in there and edit it and move that over. But there's only 291 views, and I realized it when I had like almost 200 views. So the first few people missed out on it. My bad. We'll do another one. We're gonna do plenty of them. I enjoy giving more than I do receiving. So I hope everyone's having a great Friday. And guys who just won, Luke, reach out to me, and I'll be sure to send something out to you. You know, I was gonna put this at the end of the video. However, let's just get straight into the video. It's Friday afternoon. I had a great month. I don't know if it was great or not, to be honest with you. It wasn't by no means my best month, but just overall, it was a fantastic month. And I hope everyone is just as fortunate, if not more, than me. So we're going to do an unboxing, and I do appreciate every one of my subs, of course. So here's the box. As always, while I am opening the box, I'll just chat a little bit. So let's see what's in here. So for those of you, first let me get this out of the way real quick. For those of you that are new to the channel, what I'm doing right at the moment is while I'm doing an unboxing, I'm just going to speak some, I don't know, success stories or whatever it may be, something about business. But more importantly, in the background is me saving money. I started saving, I believe it was August of last year, someone told me was the first video. And I bought a 1/10 ounce coin. Let me zoom in a little if I can. So we ended up buying 50 of them. We filled up the first roll. Second row is the 1/4 ounce, and now we're up to the 1/2 ounce. And if you want to know how many I have left, I do remember, but you're going to have to go back and watch the other video. But they are right in front of you, right there. Those are the ones that are going to be on top of this tube any minute. So I'm going to do this quick unboxing, and then we're going to count up those other ones to see where we are. You know, you have to be a little crazy, I think, to end up being successful. Okay. And you say why? Because, you know, you have to see something that's not there and manifest it into something that's actually there. So, all right, guys. So here's one. And keep in mind, this is live, so I miss a lot. All right, so that was 1/2 ounce, and there's another 1/2 ounce. Now we're going to quickly just count them up and see where we are. You know, right before I count them up, what I want to do is I want to grab my other, I'll show you in a second. So that's what we have right there. So I'm going to turn this way, and this was for the month, guys, if you're curious about the numbers at all. So I purchased, if you follow these numbers, the 3rd row, it says purchased with a D. So I put the first company, I purchased $10,000. For a total for the month, I purchased $170,925, and I paid $116,250 for $170,000 worth of goods. And adding to my daily number is $2,064 a day. That's I'm going to be added to be knocking down that 170. So let me just show you something. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move the, you can see, right? I'm going to move the board that I put up here. I put it up and down. And let me just see if I can make it a little brighter. All right, so this is just behind the board where I do my numbers. I'm liquidating these right now because I'm going in getting as much cash as possible, because I went to go look at least 7 different places already, different buildings, and nothing I like yet. One of them was in downtown Del Rey. Well, what's it? They were all over the place. There's just some pens and some coins that I'm going to be getting rid of very shortly. And if I'm going to get right around spot, I'll let you know. So if anyone wants, this is what I was looking for actually. If anyone wants it, you let me know. All right, so we know there's at least 40 half-ounce coins, which is 20 ounces. So this, the 1/10 has 5 ounces. I believe the quarter ounce has 10 ounces, 20 ounces, 20 ounces. So we're just going to quickly, first of all, I know you guys want it. Count these bad boys up now. All right, so we're finally done. We have all 40 of the half-ounce Eagles to fill up the roll. Congratulations to me. That's another 20 ounces of gold, I think. Yeah, it should be 20 ounces of gold right here. Now, if you see, a couple of them are proofs. Only 2 of them. And actually, this one's interesting. I'm going to show you this one. Let me just take this proof off. And I'm going to put it here. I'm going to take this proof off. You know, in case someone wants it or something. And right there's 20 ounces. Let me zoom in on this coin. You might find it interesting. So there's a close-up of one of the ones that I purchased. And if you saw this week's news on PCGS, there was a bunch of error coins that were made at the West Mint, I guess. And so this is, they said the last time this happened was like back in 2000 and something. So it must be 2007 because I clearly see a W under the 7. Hopefully you can see it. I guess we'll find out. I guess I'll find out when the video is over. Well, there you go. All 40 done. Now we have a total of 39.5 ounces of gold because we have 5, if I'm not mistaken, right? 10, 20, so that's 20, 30, 5, 38, and then I have 4 of these, that's 39, and I have 39.5, I guess. I have 1/2 ounce. So I believe it's roughly since August of last year, just in gold alone, roughly around $72,000 saved. Not a tremendous amount. I always wish there was more, but you know something, it could be less too. So I don't want to sound like an ass, but we're going to liquidate this and we're going to put it into real property. And very important, you need to surround yourself with greatness. You need to surround yourself with the people with the same dreams that you have. The same way that I acquired this gold was from closing deals. The month that just ended right now in October, I'll give you an idea. And very important, you can't be afraid to walk away. You can't be afraid to, if you have to fire your best salesperson, you fire them. If they don't have the same dreams and the same vision you have, they got to go. You want 3 million and someone's offering you 1.5, walk away from the table. You have to be able to walk away without being afraid. I've walked away from plenty of deals that end up kicking me in the ass. I fired plenty of people that produced more than me. I also made multi-million-dollar producers, and I fired multi-million-dollar producers, even because what are you going to do? If they don't have the same ambitions as you do, they got to go. You know the saying, cancer spreads. If they're a cancer, you got to cut them out. They got to go. Guys, one of the ways I became successful is, you know how we talk about compound interest, right? We love compound interest. It's interest, earning interest, earning interest, earning interest. Well, if you hire someone and you train them to mimic you on the whatever it is, however it is, or whatever it is that you sell, and they start producing, that's some hell of a compound you can get, because then they start training people. And that's exactly what we've done. I got on the phone with people. I was on mute, and I would feed them lines, and they would do mega deals. So when I say mega deals, I mean like 6 figures, or possible 7 figures, and nothing mega. So what you see in front of you right now are the Queen Beast. I also purchased those within probably anywhere in the time frame. Listen, I was in foreclosure at the end of 2016. I didn't have a pot to piss in. I didn't have a bank account. I had a bank account, but it was overdrawn. and my house was in foreclosure. This month just ended, and my gross was $168,486. Why? Well, whatever. I'm just going to show you what the hell. Um, so that was the gross, and it all didn't come from one place. I'll just quickly show you some of these numbers. I did around 1,500 separate transactions. See those $10 to 10 on the right of that, $30. So I did around 1,500 for the month transactions. And don't forget, 5 years ago I was on the balls of my feet. So I started this, and it ended up working out. So anyone can do this. There's no question about it. And so these are just gross numbers on top, and then these are my W-2. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 4 different incomes coming in, and I'm working on my 5th right now. And they're not gigantic. My first goal, you should be at least minimum $20,000 a month, in my opinion. You should bring home no less, or you should generate $20,000 a month. You have to have a goal. You need to start somewhere. You need a map, otherwise you're going to be lost. The reason I picked that number is because when I was at that number consistently, my head was above water, and I was able to save a little, and I was able to live a little. And it's not much after you're taxed. It's not a tremendous amount. It sounds like a lot, but it's not. This month I'm at 38,000. You have to be at 6 figures. You want to be the top 10% of the top 1%. We all have the same 24 hours. You need to be ready to move. You need to be able to see something before others see it, in my opinion. Be a few steps ahead of your competition. I love waking up at 4 a.m. because I know everyone that's in my industry, the odds are a majority of them are still sleeping. And to me, it just feels like I'm getting ahead, and I am getting ahead. Your goals need to be like unimaginable to the everyday person, because the higher you reach, there's a ceiling. You're going to hit a ceiling. So the higher you reach, you know the saying, if you reach for the stars, if you land on the moon, or whatever the hell they say, just reach as high as you can. Whatever the number you have in your head, double it, and then double it again. And then, yes, it's out of the realm, it's out of the ordinary. That's fine. That's fine. If you come a quarter of the way, you're doing damn good. And these are my numbers right here. So you see, I show, like I said, I would show everything, and not a tremendous amount, but I knew it's going to keep going higher. And my industry that I'm in is a great industry. Every one of my investors are making money. If anyone wants to invest, I'm taking on investors now. These small business owners, they're a big majority of them are great clients to have. They make their payments because they want to come back and have more money. I'll give you an example. This is something they won't teach you in school. July, I'm going to go back a few months. So July, my client, he sells flags, everything that has to do with flags, American flags, everything. Don't tread on me. Everything that has to do with flags, he sells them. In June, and it's the busiest time of year, is the summer. June, his frigging air conditioning breaks down in June. So now he needs one ASAP. He has no money because all his money is in inventory. He can't go to a bank. They're going to take a week just to give him a pre-approval. He needs money. He needs $60,000, and that'll solve his problem. So we spoke. We sat down. I actually met him. We sat down, and I purchased just about $100,000 of his future sales for $60,000. So and I only took 15% of his daily gross as a payment. So he was doing like $5,000 a day, and which means he's going to pay back roughly around $750 a day until he hits 100,000. And he gets to 60 grand. He's very happy, and I get a $750 payment on average for the next, who knows, I believe it was a 133-day deal. So it was a little longer than most of my deals, but it was 133 business days. He got his 60 grand. He was back up and running in no time at all, and he didn't even notice $750 coming out of his account. On the 134th day, he was done paying. He was right back to the same $5,000 a day that he usually does. He's a family-ran business, and he didn't mind. It might be a little more expensive, but you know something? It's not a loan that he's going to have for the next 5 years. It's something that he's done in 6 months, and he's back to normal. And these companies, he didn't even have overdraft. He's already into his overdraft. These small businesses, they need small businesses like me to fund them. And so that's just one concept. They're not going to teach you that in school. And then there's another concept behind the scenes. They're not going to teach you also this in school. Where do I come up with the funds? I have a small network of, let's say, 15 investors. And so there's an example. That particular deal, I would, let's say, 10 investors, they would get, or 15 investors divided by 60,000. One guy would get 2,000, another guy would get 3,000, and I'm getting paid $750 a day from the merchant. And then I would pay the investors, let's say, $590 a day, and give or take. And I would also invest myself because it's mainly family and friends, and that's how. Right there, you see, look at the top line. It says purchased $10,000, AGFT Manufacturing. I paid $67.50 for $10,000. On average, he was giving me $110 a day. Same thing, so on and so forth. So I started this business not even knowing what I was doing at all, and it just happened to work out great. And we have two of them right now. And we're booming. Things are great. And when I say booming, I don't mean like where I'm Bill Gates. I'm booming considering I was at zero. First of all, I was at zero at COVID, but I was at zero 5 years ago. Like I said, you know where I was. I don't like talking about that. So again, just to recap, you guys have to have goals that are unimaginable to the average person. I know it might sound to some of you ridiculous, but try it. It works. And do me a favor, guys, please hit the like button. Hit the like button, subscribe if you want more content like this. And by the way, I don't know if you guys remember, but I put a link out there for Shiba, and I don't check it all the time because when I look, I make mistakes. I'm not even sure where it is right now. I just know it's up. I think it might be up like 200, 300%. Matter of fact, hold on. Nah, never mind. I was going to look at it. I don't even want to know. Actually, the link's going to be in my description again. And there's something else that I purchased. So I want to show you something, another cryptocurrency that I like and I bought, and today there was some news on it, and it's the only reason I'm bringing it up right now. All right, guys, so this is my Voyager account that I actually went on Florida Stacker, and he had a link, and I went on there and I funded it with $100, I believe, and I ended up buying whatever I bought. So I also bought, what I like is VGX, Voyager, which you can see it right there. I don't even know what price it's at right now. It's at $294. I owned it at $297. I owned it for like a month already, ballpark. So today I know they made a deal with Mark Cuban's basketball team. So what kind of deal, I'm not even sure, but they did a deal with them, and I'm sure it's going to be good. The reason why I buy Voyager and keep everything there is because they give you a lot of rewards. It could be like every other company. I don't know much about this, but I just know that I like Voyager, and it looks good. That's all. It could go to zero tomorrow. We'll see. But and that thing Shiba, whatever the hell it is, there's 127 million shares there, and I have like another 100 million shares at Coinbase. And it says it's worth $9,600, and I put into this one like I'm into it right now for like $750 because I sold like 40 million shares. I wish I didn't, but of course, because I looked at it and I made a mistake, and it was coming down, and I was like, "Oh, screw this, man! I don't want to give it all back." So I sold 40 million shares. But then I ended up going on Coinbase and buying a whole bunch anyway because I had cash in there. I don't like Coinbase because I don't know why I don't like it. I just like this kind. I like Voyage. So I have 127 million. I think my cost average. I have $750 in it, and I think it's worth 9,600. That's staggering. It's incredible. So with that being said, guys, please again comment, like, subscribe. For those guys who won the coin, I'm going to say again, contact me. I'll definitely send it out to you. And in the meantime, if anyone's looking to purchase anything that I have right here, I have some proof. All right, so I'm going to be liquidating every one of my Queen Beast and every one of these Platinum Eagles, or Palladium Eagles, excuse me. And I have a few of these proof 1 ounce, quarter ounce and 1/10 of an ounce. Here are the dates. Actually, it's blurry, you can't even see them, but like 1992, 2002. Anything right above, whatever best price you can get, let me know and I'll beat it. I just want to show you my little basketball. Hopefully the Knicks go far this year. So guys, I work right from my home, as you can see. And look, I'm surrounded by notes. I'm always hustling, working, making things happen. And it's beautiful outside right now. And you guys should do the same thing. So with that being said, enjoy your weekend, guys. And hopefully Sheba goes up another 3,000%, and we all become very wealthy. Take care, guys.